And tonight we are switching things up. Well, actually not. We're just putting focus on some two lovely people who walked into my studio tonight. They are called Cantrel. They're a father-son duo. I cannot wait to talk a little bit about the journey as to how we got here tonight. But for now, I need to formally say hello, hi.
Hello, Groot FM.
Yay. Okay, so
Thank you.
To my left-hand side, I need to make my dad proud and see my direction. To my left-hand side, we have Neil, and to my right, I have Jesse, also called Cantrel. Okay, guys, welcome to Fokus.
Awesome, thanks for having us.
This is where we put literally the focus on some alternative, and I do feel like this is the place to be at Groot FM.
Oh yes, this is the coolest spot ever, man.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit, Cantrel. Let's get an overall feel of who you guys are. So obviously, father-son, I can't say when did you guys meet because Neil, I can ask you, how did it feel to meet your son the first time?
Well, it was a deep, dark place. It was very cool to meet him first up. When he was born, he actually, funny enough, looked like my wife's father. So I cracked a joke with a guy and I said, "Oh my gosh, he looks like my wife's father. Can I put him back and have another one?" And yeah, that was pretty funny. The guy thought it was funny, luckily. And yeah, that's how I met Jesse. And here we are.
Yeah,
well, Jesse, I do have to say, you and your dad resemble each other very well now. Grandpa's not in the mix. I don't know if Grandpa's still in the mix when it comes to looks, but I see the hats. You just have the cool kind. You have the backwards cap.
Yeah, of course, always.
I like the backwards cap. You also are rocking the merch.
That's right.
I'm sorry, I'm just in all black. I didn't know we were doing Cantrel merch.
We're doing merch today.
This is unacceptable
So Jesse's wearing the merch, the hoodie, and I'm wearing the Cantrel cap. So
yeah. What'd you bring for Venita? I'm joking.
We brought you a cap.
Did you bring me a cap?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm getting a cap. I feel special. Okay, so obviously, Neil, just a little bit of background on you. You have been in the industry for a lot of years. You've come to Groot FM on different occasions. Luckily, I get to be the one who's interviewing you with your son.
Yes.
Pa-en-seun-duo is the band that you are part of.
That's correct, yes. I'm the keyboard player and rhythm guitarist for Pa-en-seun-duo.
And then from there on, you decided, okay, I'm bringing not just music to my passion, but I'm going to teach my son passion. Jesse, is that how it worked? Or were you just like always backstage, seeing your dad rock out and you're like, yeah, that's what I want to do?
I mean, I didn't actually really know what I wanted to do after school.
Okay.
But it's obviously was always backstage and with the band my whole life. So that was awesome to experience and all of that. But it was only actually after school where I found that I wanted to do music and do it as a profession, and yeah.
So Jesse's one of the Pa-en-seun-duo kids, man. He literally grew up with a band.
Yeah.
And so it's a pretty
cool
story.
Knowledge that you have.
And here he is.
And here you are.
Yeah, here I am.
It's crazy because somehow you always get a family of doctors. And then we're like, yo, my son and my granddad and my daughter and everyone's doctors. Now you can be like, listen, we have a family of musicians.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how we're going to continue our traditions.
That's correct.
There we go. Yeah.
I do have to say, not a lot of people want to work with their parents. You decided to create a band with your dad. Not a dad with your band. A band with your dad. Jesse, from your point of view, growing up in music, knowing that this is like a profession that your dad has, how did it come to a point where you're like, okay, cool, I want to not only watch my dad play, but I want to watch him play alongside me?
I think I always saw the band after the show and also during the show, and seeing what that feeling was like. I didn't actually feel it, but I could see in their eyes how excited and happy they were to be in front of people and expressing their emotions through the art of music. And yeah, after school I was like, you know what, I want to have that same feeling. I'm going to go for that, write some awesome songs, and hopefully one day get that exact same feeling.
So we actually, the Cantrel duo started during lockdown. So the school Jesse was at was when they were locked down, so you couldn't go back to school, you had to stay at home.
Yes.
That whole thing. And luckily we got a recording studio at home. So in between classes and breaks and after school, he'd come into the studio and we'd write music together and record music together. And after a couple of weeks we were like, this is actually sounding pretty cool, and we're in
like
lockdown. We like this, and yeah, let's keep going. And that's kind of when the duo started, the Cantrel duo.
Yeah.
I'm in awe. I really try. I'm trying, as I'm sitting here, I'm trying to think of the things that me and my dad can do together. And the only thing that we do, and I don't know if he likes it, is when I go shopping. because he pays.
He likes it if you buy him something.
That's the
but
thing.
if you're only spending on his card, then it's
The only thing about my dad is weird socks.
Yeah.
That's the only thing, and he just has to be happy with that.
I love funky socks.
But he does listen to my shows, and I feel like that's
cool.
that's a way that we bond.
That's a cool way to bond.
Yeah.
I mean, that man has, when I did a 2:00 show when I'm still on campus radio, that man drove me to the studio.
Oh man, that's cool. I hope he's listening tonight. Was he in bed?
I made him listen. You don't understand. He was
Good.
at a restaurant. I was
Yeah,
like,
man.
nope.
Yeah.
Come, you must listen.
Well,
How
I'm
is that as like my relationship with my dad in terms of support? How is yours with Jesse in terms of when he turned to you like, Dad, I want to do what you do. Let's do it together. Let's work it out. How has that support system been for each other? We'll start with you, Neil.
So from my point of view, I mean, Jesse was always a really good rugby player and cricket player. So the whole South African dream, you wish your son would be a Springbok or a Protea one day.
Yeah.
And then when he started playing the guitar and singing, I was like, huh? What's happening here? And then I was like, I mean, no matter what he was going to do in life, I was going to support him 200%. So here he is doing what he loves to do, and I'm supporting him 200%. So
that's beautiful.
We have a band together.
Well, look at it this way, that Jesse, you might not play for the Springboks one day, but you're sure you are going to sing the national anthem before they kick off.
Oh, yeah, I hope so.
I like that dream. I'm supporting that
That's
dream.
a cool dream.
Yeah.
I'm also supporting the dream of live music. We're going to get you guys ready. We're also going to jam some tunes on Old Fokus. So Richard stirred him and break the silence. And that's what we're going to do for tonight. We're going to break some silence. We're going to break some brains with some good music. You ready?
Oh, yes, we're ready.
Coming up, Cantrel live of Old Fokus for now. On Cantrel this evening, Neil and Jesse in studio. Okay, so before we get to the live music, I do want to talk a little bit about Cantrel's sound. So obviously, when you start working on your own, it's difficult to find your sound. Now you have to work with two people who... Do you guys still live together as well?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so you can't even fight at work and come home and be peaceful.
No.
So finding both your sounds and then putting it together, how's that journey been?
The journey has actually been pretty smooth, silky smooth. We actually got a really cool relationship, so we don't argue much, we don't fight much, because we actually have like a really cool understanding about the music we enjoy. And the music we both enjoy is actually the same genre of music, and we come through the same school of music. So when Jesse was a little baby and nappies, like all the DVDs I was listening to back in the day, like Nirvana and those guys, he kind of grew up through that. And you might hear a bit of the influence coming through in his playing and his voice later on. So it's a pretty smooth process for us writing. We got the studio at home. If we duke it out in the studio and we bump heads, then we just go our separate ways in the house and then meet back in the studio again and like solve the problem over music. So
your own designated spaces.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a very silky smooth transition.
Yeah.
Jesse, what is one of the most interesting sounds that you guys explored that you were like, maybe, and then you actually did and you're like, no?
I mean, it's awesome experimenting with different sounds and all of that, but definitely, like my dad said, like the whole Nirvana thing and all of that was cool. And now we're going into a bit of country pop and adult contemporary stuff, which is also we really digging.
Yes.
So everything that we've tried so far has actually been really awesome.
Okay.
So hopefully in the future, if we do actually like do something else as well, be really cool.
It's not a lot of butting of the heads recently. I like it.
No.
Nah.
So we kind of like to blend like rock, rap, and country acoustic kind of sound all into one.
Okay.
So it's quite a interesting sound.
You had
I'd
me
say.
at rap. Who's rapping?
Hey, I normally do the raps.
Mr.
but
Neil, you're rapping.
not today.
No, no.
We're doing the chilled stuff
Now
today.
you're just breaking my heart. I always, like, one of my biggest dreams is to have some rap artists on Groot FM.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Now you tell us.
It's okay. I'm going to invite you
come
back
back.
with
Invite us back
EP
and we'll-
number 2.
We'll do the rock rap stuff.
There we go.
Acoustic stuff.
For now, what are we singing?
So we're going to be doing a song called Something in the Orange.
Yes.
This is our rendition of a country song which we reimagined into an adult contemporary folk pop acoustic song. And Something in the Orange. And we released it last year as a single. So it's you can go stream it at Cantrel all over the place.
I just have the biggest smile on my face. So I'm just going to be like, take it away.
Yeah, let's go.
There you go.
Take it away, Jesse.
And it'll be fine by dusk light, I'm telling you, baby. These things eat at your bones and drive your young mind crazy. But when you place your head between my collar and jaw, I don't know much, but there's no weight at all. And I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. 'Cause if I say I miss you, I know that you won't. But I miss you in the morning when I see the sun. Something in the orange tells me we're not done. And to you I'm just a man, to me all I am. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I poison myself again. Something in the orange tells me you're never coming home. Say you've been waiting all night. Is orange dancing in your eyes, some move light. Your voice only trembles when you try to speak. Take me back to us dancing this wood used to creak. And to you I'm just a man, to me all I am. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I poison myself again. Something in the orange tells me you're never coming home. To you I'm just a man, to me you're all I am. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I poison myself again. Something in the orange tells me you're never coming home. If you leave today I'll just stare at the way the orange touches all things around. Grass, trees, and dew, how I just hate you. Please turn those headlights around. Please turn those headlights around.
I want to scream, but I feel like I'm going to ruin the moment if I do that. I'm going to do it. Yes!
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 Scream!
Cantrel, dames en heren op Groot FM 90.5 luister hier so. There's words that I want to use, but I can't. So it's amazing.
Thank you so much.
The creative energy between you two is so amazing. You look at him, he looks at you look at each other, then you look at me, then I blush, and then it's like a whole thing.
It's almost kind of romantic.
As long as you're feeling the music, that's what counts.
There we go.
Don't dare me to put off these studio lights, then we'll make a whole feeling out of this.
Oh, damn.
It is so beautiful. Something in Orange, the Cantrel version. So you guys released this as a single. It's available everywhere.
Yeah, it's available everywhere.
Oh,
Go check it out. Take a listen.
listen. How are we? No, Zian vat my oorie. I don't know what to say. Zian is the guy on the mixing.
Well, you guys are smiling, so that's all that matters, eh?
No, we looked at it like
sound.
as you guys looked at each other, we looked at each other like,
Oh, damn.
Yes, this
That's
is
a good thing.
beautiful. This is beautiful.
Awesome.
Listen, talking about this creative energy that you have with each other. So when it comes to new bands, new artists, new on the scene, obviously it's very rare that we have someone who's been in the industry for years joining someone who's just entering the industry. So I want to ask, Neil, for you, there must be a certain feeling knowing that you have performed in front of thousands of people, done thousands of shows. How does that feeling differ compared to having a stage and sharing a stage with your son?
I think with Prime Circle over the years, looking into the crowd and seeing the crowd singing back, and also seeing Jesse singing all the lyrics back from Prime Circle, that for me was quite a surreal moment. But then having him on stage with me and singing our own original songs and songs we love playing together, and just having him there and seeing the crowd's reaction and seeing them singing the songs back now with the two of us, that for me is just like, it's an epic moment,
It's a beautiful thing that when you are able to put vulnerability into music and then share that music. So when we speak specifically about your single Walls, that's why you're here tonight.
That's
like, you didn't just come and say hi to Venita. You're actually here for good music and an EP that came out as well. It's a very difficult thing for me to sometimes come sit here and be vulnerable. I feel like I open myself up for even if you don't want to, people who want to judge, people who want to nurture, people who want to send you flowers and all those things. So when it comes to Walls, and specifically the topic of like mental health that's really in this song, it is written from a specific moment. So Jesse, from your point of view, it was a bad day.
It was a terrible day.
It was one of those
days, you know? There we go,
And then coming home and then having a dad see that and was like, okay, I'm going to put this pen to paper. Let's talk a bit about the vulnerability within Walls. Ooh, that sounds nice.
Yo, that's deep.
Excuse me, I'm just going to hang up my microphone right now so I'm going to leave. I made it. But yes, the vulnerability within Walls for you.
Yeah, so obviously it's quite a vulnerable song and means a lot about mental health and all of that. And basically, I had a bad day and my dad saw that I was having a bad day and he was like, you know what, let me write a song about it and turn it around and try to help people with the song. So for anyone that's having a bad day or is going through, like, say, a dark tunnel, we wrote the song to say that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and basically you can save yourself from yourself because like you're your own worst enemy at sometimes.
I know in today's day when everything is so rushed, you don't always want to put out that I'm having a bad day. You always want to show that I'm coping, I'm thriving, life got nothing on me. So where was that turning point for you when, like you said, trying to help someone, but I think, was there a little bit of a internal battle of like, do I want to show people that I'm also human and I have bad days? Or was it just off the bat like, yes, let's do this and let's help other people out there?
I mean, I think first coming into the music scene, it is a bit much, and like all these things, all these different things happening all at once, and now you got to write music, now you got to release it, now you got to go to interviews, all of that stuff. I think I did eventually learn that like everyone has a poker face, but for myself, like, I want to show people this is who I really am, and whether I'm on stage or off stage. And yeah, I think that's what really puts meaning into songs that you write.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. So if for someone who now haven't heard this song yet, okay, we have to describe it non-musically. That is now an English word that I'm going to use. But if we have to use like a season, a color, a flower, you know, let's be creative with that. Maybe we find some songs out of the second EP from tonight. You know what? We're going to tickle the imagination. How would you express the song?
That's a very good one. How I would express it is kind of 4 seasons in one day.
Wow.
And when your dark tunnel would be, say, winter, and then you start coming out of winter and you go into, let's say, spring, and then spring is kind of starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and then you would go into summer, and summer would be the fact that, like Jesse said, you learn that you can save yourself from yourself, and it's okay to hit reset every morning that you wake up and start a new day and start afresh. So you can, as hard as what it is, you can take back your life and make things better.
Oh, that's beautiful, and that's sometimes what someone needs to hear, because they don't always have the support system. They turn to music, and for you guys to then release that music and be vulnerable for us, it makes us feel in a way connected. I'm saying we are besties right now. Because I'm gonna rock the branding as well. I'm like, yeah, it's my besties. But also, it really is like literally, it's your voice. It's the piano. It's something that someone connects to, and I cannot wait to play Walls, to talk a little bit more. We're going to take a short break. Fun times by me and good times by them are being had here by our Fokus. So you guys are classified as with Fokus tonight. Main focus, because we are literally covering everything from literal birth stories to where we are to where we are going. So we have spoken about the vulnerability within Walls, and we are playing the full produced version of it tonight as well. But I would love to, before we continue our conversation, I would love to hear like a little bit of a vulnerable, raw feeling of Walls, if you would so please.
Yeah, we can play to you pretty much how we wrote it, but we'll just intro it with an acoustic guitar.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, I'm just take it away.
Cool. This is Walls by Cantrel.
Look in the mirror, what do I see? Nothing but a stranger staring back at me. What I do is all for you. Dry your eyes and push on through, 'cause I can't find any place to hide. But these walls in my mind, I'll break them down. I can't save myself today, 'cause these walls that I found won't bring me down. Bring them down today.
So
that's how it came about.
I just like literally transcended into your studio, and then I sat in the corner and I just saw magic. That's me. I just saw magic happen. That's beautiful how you guys literally have your set ways of doing it. Is there any like preference in terms of making music? Are you night owls? Did the creativity just come and then you go into the studio, or what's the steps?
It literally just happens at any time of the day.
Whenever.
So whether you wake up or whether you're about to go to sleep, whenever, when that moment comes and you're like, okay, there's something special happening here, you literally grab a guitar or piano and you just go for it. And some songs are written in 10 minutes, some songs are written in 10 months. And I believe that the good ones are written in a short period of time.
I think so too. That's the first person who actually said that, who I agree with, because I feel like you have all the expressions and emotions. You have everything that you want to say right there. They sometimes say if you sit in the problem too long, it comes to you. No.
Yeah. Like, I mean, when I was sitting at the piano and Jesse came home and I saw he had a bad day and literally started playing something on the piano, and then I was like, yeah, something special. So I called him to the piano, brought the acoustic, and Walls was written in 20 minutes. Done.
Is that one of the EP songs that's the shorter amount of space of like actually writing it?
Yeah, I would say so. It's definitely one of the songs on the EP, the 4-track EP that's happened really quickly. The EP is called Jump, and there's a song called Bounce, Jump, Drive, and Walls. And out of all those songs, I would say Walls is the one that just popped its face in 20 minutes and said, hey, I'm here.
I'm loving the focus of nouns when it comes to the whole EP. JC, is there one of the songs outside of Walls that you feel like deserves, like, not just a second listen, but a replay on loop?
On loop. Well, personally, one of my favorite songs off the Drive album and Jump EP is a song called Bounce. And for me, that song just, whenever I listen to it, gets me in a good mood, and yeah,
makes you want to
makes me want to bounce.
Yeah, I would say like
Exactly.
The word bounce says it all. So like when you're playing it live, it's a very energetic song, and the whole crowd starts bouncing in the chorus.
Yeah, they love
and
it.
the song Jump, everyone starts jumping in the chorus. So it's pretty cool.
It literally just describes the actions of what someone needs to do at a show.
Exactly.
There we go.
So, talking about shows, what's the plans for can I still say for 2025? We're literally 3 months into the year. What's
know,
the
right?
plans? Full
So
stop.
we've literally just come back from a European tour. We went to Germany and Switzerland. Last year we were in Austria and Istanbul.
Wow.
So right now we've come home just to take a couple of weeks off, just to chill, get back into studio. We're busy writing like quite a high energy album at the moment. So we're putting a bit of time and effort into that. And then when that's ready, we're going to continue touring from South Africa from June onwards. So just keep a look on our socials.
Okay.
Instagram at Cantrel Music, and you'll see what's happening there. Yeah.
Quick and simple, Cantrel Music. I am literally going to stalk everything and everyone.
Yes.
Meaning you two.
Please do. And that's Cantrel with 1 L.
That's Cantrel with 1 L. And if you are in the area where they perform, grab yourself a hoodie, grab yourself a hat, grab yourself some merch. Grab yourself a
There
good
we go.
time.
Yes.
I don't want to say goodbye, but I do have to say goodbye, so I'm going to drag it out as much as I possibly can when it comes to goodbyes. You have one song left for me.
Yes.
When it comes to performing live. What are we doing?
So this is a song called She Said, and it's kind of an ode to my wife, because I was at home writing a track and she came home.
And the woman is always right.
And she hated the song I was writing so much that I was actually so annoyed with her that I sat down at the piano and I wrote She Said in 20 minutes.
Okay, see, coming with the emotion.
Yeah, and this is the unproduced piano vocal version of She Said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will your wife approve?
Yes, let's hope so.
Okay. I will give her leniency if she doesn't. I
Okay,
approve.
cool.
Okay, She Said, old
She Said.
Fokus.
She said you went away, don't know where I can find another soul of your kind, another soul in my mind. You passed another day, don't know where else to hide. The feeling that's deep inside, the feeling that blows my mind. I can't see, I love the way you smile, love the way you smile back at me. And I can be the one that you adore, the one that you adore, baby. She said you went away, don't know where I can find another soul of your kind, another soul in my mind. You passed another day, don't know where else to hide. The feeling that's deep inside, the feeling that blows my mind. And I can see, love the way you smile, love the way you smile back at me. And I can be the one that you adore, the one that you adore, baby. And this is you, oh, this is you, this is you, oh, this is you.
I can see, I love the way you smile, I love the way you smile back at me. I can be the one that you adore, the one that you adore, baby. And I can see, love the way you smile, love the way you smile back at me. And I can be the one that you adore, the one that you adore, baby. This is you. Oh, this is you. And this is you. Oh, this is you.
I am melting. I am melting.
Thank you.
Cantrel, she said op Groot FM 90.5. What an amazing journey that it was for me. I don't know about you, but I had the best time.
We enjoyed it.
It was awesome.
Thanks for having
Thank
us,
you.
guys.
You are literally not allowed to come to any other show but mine.
Okay.
In the history of Groot FM.
If you say so.
I am sorry. I will take you with me wherever, but I will not allow people to brag with you more than I get to.
Awesome.
No,
we like that.
You know what? I will if breakfast wants you.
Yeah.
I will hand you
Yeah,
over.
we'll give them a chance one day.
Yeah, but then you literally tell me we like it better here.
Yeah,
Venita.
totally. Yeah,
Of course.
Neil, Jesse, thank you so much for bringing the vibe to Old Fokus tonight. It truly is amazing to see the creative energy.
Awesome.
I think there's so many dads are gonna be like to their sons and to their daughters, see, other guys can do it. We can do it as well. And you're making it cool to actually have family bonds. Please come back with
Awesome.
more
Thank you.
EPs.
We will.
With more merch. Joking.
Tell those dads to get their sons on drums, man. We need more drummers and singers.
Can I
more
tell
drummers.
you, I've always
Yeah.
in my life wanted to play drums, but my dad never bought me drums because he said it's too loud.
Yeah, shame
So
it is loud, eh?
I'm that table drummer.
Nice.
I will become. I can play the triangle for you.
There we go. That'll work.
So if you ever
Yeah.
need like a triangle player in Pretoria,
We in.
I'll even tour Germany with you.
Cool.
Awesome.
Done.
Okay. I am
Lekker.
ending this off with Walls Tonight here op Groot FM 90.5. And something that I always say as I end the show, I'm going to say this to you guys as well. I'm going to do it in a mingles. Be a fierce, be a vibe, and be net yourself.
Love it. Love it. That is so cool.
Gonna do
That
it.
needs a t-shirt.
Oh,
Yo.
and then we have the Cantrel logo.
There's
with
your
it.
merch.
There we go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Merch organizer right
Love
here
it.
as well when I don't do the triangle.
Groot FM 90.5